Welcome, everybody. Can you believe it has been since I went live or uploaded a video? Where has life gone? Why can't I? There I am. Hey, um, wow, it has been busy. And so I need to get some content going. So my apologies for dropping behind. Um, Just wanted to come in today. I've got a file to fix for Jim, and I wanted to get that on video for him. And also just to say hello. We're going to bring this thing back to life and get some content back out here and working. We do have, of course, a subscription site at learnplasmacam.com where we've had some great activity. We get together monthly for Zoom Meet, and so we do question and answers and just catch up with each other and see how we've been in our respective corners of the world. But today, let me just give you a quick rundown of the rest of the workshops, the in-person workshops that we have for 2023. Let me see, we've got the next one coming up is in July. That's July 13th to the 15th. And that is going to be held at the Hilton Garden Inn Midtown in Tulsa, Oklahoma. In order to keep these registration prices down and give the best quality class that we can, we're going to have all of our workshops there in Tulsa. It's right in the middle of the country, so it's an easy flight in to a good-sized airport. So that keeps the flight cost down if you're flying, or if you're driving, it's pretty much in the middle. So it's just a good location, and they really take great care of us at the hotel. So far, they've been able to keep the rate for us at $105 a night, and including breakfast for you the next morning. So a lot better deal than we've gotten in other cities we've traveled to. So we're going to stay there. Like I said, July 13th to the 15th for that class. And then the next regular class after that is in September. That's September 14th to the 16th. Now, guys, if in same location, if we don't have at least 8 attendees signed up 45 days before class, then we might have to cancel or reschedule you to a future class. If we do that, of course, you would receive a full refund immediately. But I don't anticipate that happening. I just really need to put that disclaimer in because I can't afford to make the trip and set up the class if we don't have that many to get going. So early bird registrations on those are $455 per person, and that is a price is good until 45 days before the event. So that gives you till May 29th to decide for the July workshop, and then July 31st to decide on that September workshop. If you can and want to, be sure to look at the July class, and if you save that date in September, on the very outside chance that we have to move, then you wouldn't have long, of a wait to reschedule if we did go to September. But again, I don't think that's going to be a problem. So we had a great class just about a week ago, and it was we had a full class, and it had been full for several weeks before class started. So look forward to seeing you guys. The other thing, we have not held an advanced class since 2020, when the world began to fall apart. But thankfully, the world is coming back together, and travel is getting easier, and people are able to move around. So maybe once we get past allergies and everything blooming season here in the Midwest, then maybe we won't all look crazy at people when we cough. So we do have an advanced class coming up. I do require that you have been to at least one of my previous regular classes for this, because we're going to do a recap. We're going to go over snaps. We're going to go over basics and tips and hints and tricks, stuff that you may need a little refresher on. It is a 4-day class, so we'll do 2 days in the classroom and 2 days in the shop. And it's a pretty free form. We kind of get our projects and work on a project, get it drawn up, make a plan, and go out in the shop. We make some layered signs. We use the stud gun. We use the powder coat setup, and we just have fun working together and getting to know each other, and making some cool stuff and learning how to take it from the classroom, from the computer, out to the shop. So I'm sure you're already doing that, but there's always something to be added to, and tips and tricks to pick up and share with each other. So we have a good time. That class in the fall of the year, that's October 4th to the 7th, and we're going to have that here in Tahlequah. So that'll be in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. I have not picked a hotel to work on to get a rate. I'm going to reach out to a few of them. We have a couple of new hotels here, and so I'm going to try to get some decent rates from them for us. So that class size will be limited to 10 people. Regular classes are 25, so we will not have more than 10. If we've got a 1 or 2 or 3, I'm perfectly fine with that. So that one's moving forward. And like I said, that's October 4th to the 7th. Now let's open Design Edge and fix a file. I haven't done anything more than pull this file in. Let's see if I can get it up here on the screen. So I haven't done anything more than open this file from Jim. It's just the way he sent it to me. So I want to kind of just attack it as if I had just opened it up. So the first thing I see is there are a bunch of little white dots. And of course in Design Edge, those are points or zero length, essentially zero length vectors that have only a coordinate. And so it would go over and just pierce those. Unless it's a dimension part or something where it's intentionally drawn, we know we don't want those. So what's the easiest way to get rid of those? That is the select window. The select window. That's the funny little button to the left of the number 1 on your keyboard. If you want the shortcut, or you can go up here and to the view, select, and pick it from that menu. But like I said, it's the little tilde key just to the left of the number 1. When you open that up, it will it'll give you a list of all the paths in the drawing, and you can sort them by path order, nodes, or length, and it'll show you open paths, closed paths, whether you have any selected. If you have some but not all selected, it will be a gray check mark, and if you had all open paths selected, then it would have a black check mark. And then of course there are no cut paths exist, so that's grayed out, and we don't have any closed paths selected, so that's an empty box. So that's just a quick way to read that tool. And as you can see, we can look at things out here, and we can select them in this window. And as we do select them, they turn green over here. And so it's an easy way to see what you've got going. So there's some bigger ones. So first of all, let's get rid of the little dots. And we can do that. We'll sort this by path length. And we'll go up to the top, and we'll grab the first path that's 0 length and click, and I'm just going to drag it down to the very bottom of the 0 paths. And so we do not want any of those. So now all of the 0 length paths are selected. I push close, and I push the delete button. And those will get out of there. So now they're gone. Now specifically in his question to me, Jim had asked about these open paths. He hadn't even asked me about all those fun white dots. Maybe you already knew how to get rid of them. But let's look at this open path here on this wing. So we click it, it turns green. That means that there's only one break. If I push J to join it, you see it doesn't join. So we know there's a break somewhere because it will not join when we push J, and it all turns green. So we'll find that one break by using a tool, the edit tool. So if you have it selected and you push E for edit, then it will automatically start editing the path at the very first node in the path. Well, if there's a break, then the first node is at that break. So we push E and we zoom into that dotted line. They're kind of close together, so you can't see until we get in a little farther that there is a dotted and a solid line. And the solid line is where we're leading that first node from or to take it to, and then that dotted line, let me zoom way in, is that very, very, very beginning. And if I zoom way in there, you can see the gap. And so the easy way to fix that, since it's such a tiny gap, is I will just, while I have this edit tool on, I'll push the E-edit button and then go over to the other side of the break and left click on that line or that path, and you can see that it put them together. So I snapped the first node back over to the ending node, and that'll complete it. So I can right click, you can zoom out a little here, and I can push J to join it. So that solves that. I think we're going to find the same thing here. Same way, click on that open path, E to edit, zoom in, F1. I'm using F1 to just zoom in, F2 to zoom out, and I can, as you move your cursor around, you push F1, it zooms into that. Same situation, a little gap. Okay, E for endpoint snap. Click up here on this top path. You see it jumps together, right click and J. Okay, now we'll zoom, looks to me like we've got one more. Same deal, E for edit, zoom in to the dotted line. If you go to the solid line, you're not going to see anything, because if I click out here, then that's what I'm doing, is showing me where it will draw the new segment once I edit that first node. So again, I'm going to go across the way and click E for endpoint snap to click it to that other side, right click and push J to join it. So there it is. I think that these paths, this circle is probably to make a ring, and maybe you're going to offset that. So you would join that back. I know you broke it to fit the text. It doesn't quite get to the text, so I'd probably scale it, S-scale it from its C-center, and just click and make that a teeny bit bigger, just so that my stuff comes together. You may have to make a plan. I moved this orthogonal up, and that T won't quite make it. So you may have to move those letters individually, but I'm not going to worry about those at the very second. And I could offset this circle here in, and then get that center graphic hooked up so that it touched. So I think that's the direction you're working. I'm not going to finish the whole sign for you because I know you're working on it, but that gives you an idea of how to fix those paths and how to make it happen. So I'm going to close out this short video and get on out of here. So thank you for watching. I hope that if you had a plan to join us or wanted to come to a workshop, that you see this and we get you notified, and look forward to meeting you and see you in a class or in our learnplasmacam.com network. So thanks for watching and have a great day.